Hey guys, it's Annabelle on the Getting Paid playlist, another one for your listening and viewing pleasure. What can I say? Still a rough sleeper, still sleeping on sofas, here, there, and everywhere. I refuse to move in to a house full of students that may have a little incline to the wacky backy. I refuse to move in with people who have symptoms that keep them unreasonable and without logic. And I refuse to pay £900 a month for a room. No, I refuse. So I think what I did this week is I just showed you the poster of myself who've just turned up, enrolled to a university without any friends and wanted to start a society so that if I make it to the third year and graduate, I have a little more on my CV than just I got a degree. I didn't apply for the WH Smith job because it's a full-time job, and as a full-time student I can only do 13 hours a week. And I was unsuccessful applying for all the part-time jobs from all the businesses that were worth it. I didn't go to the careers fair for creative arts because there were no industries from the creative industry in there, so I thought it was a waste of my time. Knowing that I want to be in my life, it's just a waste of my freaking time. So what I did is I want to start a society called the Creative Industries Society, and it's called the Creative Industries Society because it's not just about creative writing. The main thing, I believe, the main thing, once qualified, collaborating. I want to spend the whole time, as well as assignments and coursework and lectures, I want to spend the whole time homing on the skills that I've lost. Collaborating as a creative is so important, to be able to communicate effectively with somebody and to be able to unite two creatives who may have a contrasting or a comparison in their expression in the creative arts. And I cannot be the only one that doesn't want to create, the only one that wants to create without a pest on the mind and the body. I can't be the only one. So the results of the survey that I handed out, just as an icebreaker to then move on to conversations to see who wants to start a society, be on the committee, because I need 4 people, is that I got 2 people who have said they're okay to be on the committee with me to start the Creative Industry Society. So I need 2 more people, and Christmas break is next Friday the 16th. I believe so, yeah, 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th. So I think it's the 17th or the 18th of the Christmas part. Well, then next week is going to be the Christmas break, isn't it? So I'm hoping to get 2 other people. Well, I managed to get 5 people to say they were interested. 1 said, okay, we're not on the same page, which was respectful and just helpful. Well, what should I say? It was just a breath of fresh air to hear, okay, we're not on the same page. And then 2 other guys said they're willing. And then 2 other girls said they're willing, but I haven't had a response to the email that I sent. So it's quite sad. So I'm trying to think of another way to break the ice as someone who is enrolled into university without any friends. I'm trying to think of another way to start a conversation that leads to 2 people on the same page. Because this is so hard, because if it was 2 people on a committee, that'd be fucking fantastic, because I would have sent the form by now and got rolling with the ideas I have to fundraise for the crucial and essential things on top of what's on offer at St Mary's. I'm just eager to start. And I don't like the fact that I've been isolated. I don't like the fact that I've been kept out of the loop with organisations. All these things that could have gone well on my CV when looking for jobs over the next 3 years to support myself. Yep, I'm a member of this society. I've helped to organise this and that and the other. Because for a business, that might be helpful. If you could help launch a product or a service in a university, or if you're there as part of a team or a president, and then you apply for a job, I think that shows that the evidence that you have what it takes to be a part of a team in a professional environment within a business. I think so. These things. And even if I don't find a part-time job, But when it comes to applying for a full-time job, I've got all these examples that will hopefully be on social media in ways that an employer can see, and they will snap me up as a fantastic employee of lots of ethics. Ugh, oh my God. What can I say? What else is troubling me? What else is troubling me now? I guess some of the modules have been a yawn fest, but it's just what you have to do in your way to getting a degree, eh? My mind has gone completely blank to you guys on what I should be chatting about on the journey to getting paid. I've been to a few society events, and I just don't want any cold, and I've been to a few other offer events that the university have promoted and had on campus, but I just don't want the cold shoulder in my events. I just don't want the cold shoulder. I just don't want it in my events. And I think when somebody else is chairing or hosting, you guess you got to do what they say, eh? But when you're hosting, I guess you can assert yourself a little bit more. There's nothing worse than sharing a house with being different, eh? It may sound like I'm up my own arse, but after everything I've been through for this past year, I don't want to go through it again. It's coming up to 2 years now. It's coming up to 2 years, and I don't want to go through it again. No. It's coming up to 2 years. I just don't want to go through this again. No, it'll be a year, won't it? I don't know. I can't even count. So yeah, no apologies for what I said last week. There'll be no apologies for what I said last week. I don't know if I'll ever be moving to a rough sleeper to a private tenant or a council tenant. I don't know if that will ever be a part of my existence. But what I do know is I'm in a university, and that's one step closer. That's one step closer on the road to getting paid for doing what you love. Oh my God, I almost forgot to tell you about the novel. So on Thursday, that was a date I set myself as a target to email the only agent that's worth signing up to. And I'm so upset because the interruption from this pest while I was trying to convey a story of love, what I finished up with, I'm, like I said, 112 pages behind. But then I couldn't even put the dialogue on because of the interruption, man. How many times must someone scream, shut up, get out, you're uninvited, you're unwanted? It's just too much. Just 3 months. 3 months, I've been saying, from the 1st to the 8th of December, that's when I want to be left alone. So whatever it is you've been conned about, that I am, that gives you 3 months to realise that this isn't a relationship. This isn't an arrangement. This isn't an agreement. You are imposing on me while I'm trying to be creative, while I'm trying to make sure this story is just a beautiful story for women like me, whether you're going through it, left it, or survived it, or dodged it. No matter what you've been through in life, I do believe we've all come up against trauma as women, right? And I wanted to convey that there's no way this is what it is once you've come up against trauma. There's no way this is where it ends. There's no way. That's why I want you guys to disconnect your phone lines and strip yourself of the registration number. It's just so hard. What I finished up with, I don't even want to go back and face the content of that novel and to put the intimate conversation in. I just want the fucker to leave me alone while I'm writing fictional stories about these characters. Because I want to know that when these people have purchased a book, or whether they're reviewing the book or studying the book, that when they flick through, there is just something that is just, that makes you understand, yes, this is a love story. This isn't someone just in complete fancy. This is a love story. But unfortunately, I don't feel I can go up to the lecturers and tutors and say, what did you do to get rid of the pest that thinks they can impose on you while you're writing creatively? I just don't, I see preoccupation. So maybe there is an author out there, or maybe there is a student out there, or maybe there's a person out there who can answer the question. That's another thing I'm going to endeavour to do in these 3 years. Someone who can answer the question, how do you get rid of the pest when you're writing? The pest on the imagination. How do you get rid? It is recognised in the court of law as entertainment. It is. How about this new snood? Because, oh my God, the weather has just completely and utterly dropped. What do you think? I think this is gorgeous, mate. It's absolutely gorgeous. Just to keep the bloody ears nice and warm when you're out there in the cold. Ugh. I don't know, guys. What y'all think? I think you guys should have a fantastic rest of the week, and hopefully next week I should be able to tell you that I found 2 extra people, and I should be able to tell you that I've sent off the freaking form to start.
Hello, customers. Are you looking for